I mean, this fellow is a terrific break builder. I remember, I don't even know whether it was the UK Championship one year. He might have been against Ronnie O'Sullivan. He was well down, but he suddenly produced 3 centuries from, it might have been in 4 frames. You know, he didn't win the match, but he certainly
87.
Played some marvellous snooker.
He's run out of position there slightly. I think he had half an eye on bringing the last red away from the cushion. Can he make the century? Needs to pop this blue. Well, not quite, but John Higgins, world champion, in trouble against the Highlander, Rory Mcleod, who leads 4-2.
Frame 7, Rory Mcleod to break.
Yes, it is fascinatingly poised, this first round match with the defending champion slightly up against it. 4-2 behind, first to 6 goes through to the next round. Not quite. There is a possible pot here, and he can get the cue ball round the back of the black. He's potted a few cracking long pots. His long pot success rate, I think, is still much better than John Higgins. Well, John has caught up at one stage. He was twice as good at the long pots as John was, and he's still ahead in the long pot success rate. But this would be a nice one to slot in here. He is a clean, crisp potter. Let's see what he can make of this one. Slightly awkward here, but he can screw back for the blue off this. Try and get the white away from the cushion a little bit.
One.
Played nicely. John normally goes into that pink full ball, but it's not the best angle. He still might be able to do that. No, it was slightly awkward that time. But if he gets it right this time and gets nicely on the blue with a slightly better angle, he will then cannon into the pink
6.
and reds.
Seven.
He's underhit it slightly again. There's still a red at the back of the bunch that goes if he can't get into them. There's one at the back of the bunch and there's one to the left corner.
12.
Can he get it right this time? No, he's underhit that. That's probably
13.
the worst positional shot that John's played for quite a while. There's still a red at the back that goes to the right corner, but he's going to have to force the position here. He just underscrewed that by quite a way. He's going to take the black and come across into the bunch. He did play for the blue there, so this is his second choice. Can he pull this one off? Of course he can, but look where the cue ball's gone. That's a bit unlucky.
Absolutely, very unlucky. Not only did the cue ball run through and get past the blue, but the red you would think he'd be looking at to the right middle. I think he's going to be hampered by the yellow. So a bit of adversity here, and he's not having the run of the balls, and he needs it. But made no difference. That was a good shot, and if it stopped short of the baulk line, it'll be nicely on green or brown. I thought it was interesting after the last frame that John went out of the arena and was out for him quite a long time. I'm certain he was having a good talk to himself, saying, come on, get yourself together, because this match looked as though it may be slipping away.
How's the cue ball? It's come up a bit short.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
And the two reds are not even a plant, so he can't get himself out of bother with a plant. Can he get past one of those reds to the potting angle of the one just the left side of the table? Must be very tight. Might just be able to squeeze past the red. He's done well. He put everything into the pot there and just sacrificed a bit of the position. And that looks much better this time. Yeah, he's got a lovely little angle to pot this red and leave himself nicely on the black for the same pocket. Might need the rest, but he can go through the gap here. Nice little gap there just to stun over and leave the black. Somewhere near the line would be perfect.
28. $35. 36.
Just went a little bit too far, so he had to play the cannon, but he's okay. Almost hampered himself there.
43.
But this is typical of defending champion and current world
44.
champion, when his back's against the wall, that's when